Hey everybody, welcome back to Paul's Workshop. This week we are looking at a tube caddy. This is a vintage, as you can see, Grundig radio and TV tube caddy. This is one of the smaller ones that are out there. They're usually a little bit bigger. You see them pop up for sale on eBay, and there's a couple sites that sell them. This one I got for the great price of free at a Hamfest, and it was just sitting out there with a pile of stuff that said free. And naturally, I could not pass up a freebie. So let's take a look at this, at what's inside here. So we're going to open it up, and there are some issues. Maybe some serious issues with it. The hinge here has been replaced, and it's bent, and it's no good, so that needs to go. Inside we have some junk that came with it. Not sure exactly what it is and what it does, but yeah, so it's going to need a good cleaning and vacuuming. This part's not too bad, so this compartment just needs some cleanup, but we definitely need to do something with this. There's some delamination of the plywood, so I'm going to see what I can do with this. I hate to see it go to waste, and it has all this character and patina for free. So yeah, I think I'm going to use it. I have a bunch of things that we use for installing TV, VCRs, things like that in the house. Have extra component cables around, HDMI cables. So anything that would go with dealing with TV installations and stuff like that will go in here. Maybe some tools, possibly even some hardware that you get for mounting flat screens. You always get extra bolts and things like that, and they're metric, and so I have some of those, and they're in different places. So I think everything in one place in this nice vintage tube caddy. I'm going to remove this this bad door here and these hinges. So I got a 5/16 nut driver and a Phillips. I don't even think I'm going to need the Phillips. I think these are pretty... So this definitely does not look factory original here. Okay, so that's taken off, and it was like 3 different size screws in there, probably whatever they had on hand. But I don't know. For realistically, it's probably beyond restorable, right? But I hate to see it go to waste. To go bad. So my plan here is to glue these corners back here, and then the inside I'm going to clean that out. This side is actually in pretty decent shape, the other side, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to put a new door on it over here, or maybe a net or something to hold it in. So I have to see what I'm going to do with that. Actually, the existing door it's not in terrible shape, but yeah, so lots more to do there. Okay, we are no longer in the garage now. We are inside the house in the one of the rooms here, because we need the warmth. It's way too cold out there for the glue to stick. So what we're going to do is fill this area, these areas with glue, and clamp it to try to bring the lamination back. And then these corner joints too, we're going to glue and we're going to clamp. We're going to be using the Tight Bond Premium water resistant interior exterior good quality wood glue with a brush, and I'm going to brush in between, and then I'm going to clamp. So at this point, there are a ton of clamps on this side. The lamination has been glued back together, hopefully, and those corners. Just going to wipe off some of the excess. And we're going to leave this overnight. It's nice and warm in here. Tomorrow morning, we'll see how it looks. The clamps are off. And it's got a pretty solid feel now. The lamination's back. So the next thing is going to be to get this bend out of it. And I have an idea on what I'm going to do with that. I think I may add a divider in here, a couple dividers anyway, and help give that some support. But at least now it's closing. Without too much difficulty. So I'm going to work on gluing the vinyl back onto the plywood.
Oh wow, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, looks pretty good.
Yeah, Paul, we glued up the joints and where it was delaminated. Now it's time to glue the vinyl on. And to do that, we're going to use this, some contact cement. And some of these brushes to help brush it on. So we should get started, right?
Yeah.
Here we are after the glue up of the vinyl. It's starting to look like a case again. The difficult part now is going to be getting it clean. And I'm not looking for a resto. I'm looking for just a cleanup on it. It's going to be something that I use. People will build these things and go through great pains to make them look old, to age them, to weather, so that they have that patina. So we're going to take some of the patina off. We're definitely going to take the grease off. And I think I'm going to try some LA's Totally Awesome cleaner on it.
So we're going to use this leather cleaner we found in the garage. So it says it's good for leather, but it's probably good for vinyl too.
All right, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
We're going to apply. Looks much better, right?
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of dirt in there. So I'm going to give it another try with something else. My first instinct was LA's Totally Awesome, Paul. And it was, it did such a better job. Look. It's awesome, baby!
I think Vital's gonna sue us.
That rough scrubbing with a Scotch-Brite and a toothbrush, that's okay, I think, for the vinyl. But this part where it's painted, gonna have to be a little bit more delicate with that. So I'm just gonna take my rag and gently wipe and see. Test a couple areas and see what happens. I think I can go very lightly without taking off any more paint. Just get it sort of nice. So I'm gonna go do kind of the same thing here, but just a lot more delicately, not as quickly, not as rough. I just put a little bit of solvent on the rag, the LA's Totally, and went very carefully along here. And you can see the difference. You can see it's a lot brighter over here. But the goal is to go very easily here. I don't want to lose any of this. This was really my reason for picking this up. I mean, Grundig Radio and TV, that's it's a neat logo on there. So yeah, there you can really see how much lighter it is. Just going to go nice and slow here, really with no abrasives or anything, and just get this cleaned up. I had some of this foam around, so I decided to put foam lining on the inside there. And now I have some pieces here. I'm just going to hot glue these in place to make some compartments for things like the meter, the soldering iron, so that stuff won't bounce around. Here we are. I think this is as far as we're going to go with this. It's cleaned up. We got rusty hinges and corners and things. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to overshine it or over clean it. I know there's some people who are going to say polish it all off and get it clean. Then there's going to be the crew out there that says leave the patina. It's all up to personal taste there, right? So here's on the side. It's another look. I happen to actually like the patina that this had. It was just grungy, but I like this old worn look. One more over here. Let's take a look at the inside. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to put a door or something, and I think simplicity was just the best way to go. It's a pressure fit on the foam. We have those computer-based adapters. We have a couple of Ethernet cables, HDMIs, things like that. This other side here, those are the component cables. There's a Bluetooth adapter. There's a few different types of adapters. There's a, well, you guys know what this is, an Xbox connector. So that's going to keep it secure like that. And then can you see inside there, we have our cable ties, solder, desoldering, some different screwdrivers and things that you might need to work on TVs and things like that. These are the hardware, all the extra nuts and bolts and stuff.
Can I stop scrubbing now?
No, keep going till it looks like brand new. And don't rub over the paint because I don't want the name coming off it on the front.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, please, and ring that bell. Thank you.